earlier stages of the game. I think there is a bit of onus on BDD to get his mid lane under wraps and allow Clid to get around his jungle and possibly mitigate the push that Can is going to put out, because topside is certainly more of these little engages do happen. That being said, that 20 CS gap is already here at 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and that's not exactly the timing we wanted.
Yeah, it might even get worse. Let's look at this Facebreaker.
Yeah, two-man Facebreaker. Carrier in a little bit of trouble. Actually gets Haymade as well.
Even going to come at the
ignite. That was close. As now we're looking to try and get this dive onto Rascal. He flashes. Turret aggro picked up by Cuz and held onto absolutely beautifully. Great gank up there, and we mentioned that T1 playing around topside should be an inevitability, and so far very successful.
And getting kills. You are going to get a Drake out of this, and even with a little bit of mid control here for Faker, there's just no way that they can punish this. But the trade again here with 6 up.
Yep, Canner actually only needs a Shock Blast and an auto, and is just dead. Maybe just an Empowered Shock Blast. That was on cooldown though, and now... Oh, GenG, I think their spidey senses are tingling just a little bit here, understanding that there could be just another visit towards the top side. Rascal desperately trying to get towards his turret. Spear is going to miss, and Rascal's now just hopefully trying to deal with these minions. Oh no, knockup does land onto Cuz. He's still got turret aggro, but he's able to hop out of the way to the skies from Canna. He has to flash. Is he just dead? No! Gets the level up just in time.
I was going to look for one more spear. It's not over yet.
Oh, Rascal's going to get out of the way. Soul Furnace back available once again, and now Clid.
Well, out of vision. He is just seen. Pings come down. Clid cannot contest. He's going to look for a smite steal.
Oh, okay. That's not, he just walks up to it and says thanks. Okay, well, that's one way of losing the Rift Herald.
That's unbelievable.
They can get the eye, though.
That's unbelievable that happened, Atlas. Like, he actually just walks up and takes it.
Yeah, Cuz gonna have to try and get out of the way here as Clid. BDD finally there. The train leaves the station. I don't think anyone... Oh, yes, it was. So the drive-by collection of the eye was...
Here. The value Teddy's getting on the top side is extremely mitigated. Even now with BDD showing up, he's going to get even less. This is definitely a trade that you want to take as GenG. Is it good enough for their composition later on? It's hard to say right now, it's hard to judge. But with the 2 Drake advantage, the extra gold that's given over to Ruler now, I mean, it's about as good as it gets. Top was able to get the whole full plate's bottom. Gonna get the top turret. It's kind of insane, actually, how much gold he has. But the Rangers can't do it if T1 gets free poke like that.
Yeah, and I mean, this is exactly what T1's comp is designed to do, right? And it gets stand around in the river like this, and but I mean, you don't need it that much. You know, we can spend a little bit of time in the mid lane or
you can't be here.
Yeah, Clid's just gonna quick draw away. Oh, that bubble was so close to being extremely high value. Shirley, speaking of which, is going to be able to lock down that outer turret in the mid lane, and T1 now.
Health to fight after that. I don't think the answer is yes, and they are able to dodge that spear, but they need to come in.
Carrier in a little bit of trouble here as Rascal rounds the corner. That is a decent sleep onto Ruler, but no one's able to follow up. Carrier tanking so much damage, and Rascal not able to find the smash. Now is the time when T1 thrives, though, as Faker does find Rascal. They've got so much more sustain. Teddy, not a massive amount of mana, but see the damage? Clid getting chunked. Faker darting forward to find Rascal. They still have vision of this, and Rascal is going to get snared. He's still very tanky, so should be able to get himself out of the way, but has these health bars been taken down low enough? T1 also struggling a little bit. Teddy only has... And we haven't seen any showstoppers really do very much from Life as well. Like, yeah. I want to see the set get in there and actually try to put T1 out of position, because so far they kill the Devourer as well, right? He's the most pickable target right now. As, okay, here comes the train. Another flash comes out from Canna. That was already back up since their last fight. As Kemp Tank comes down, great knock up, and Clid should have the damage for this one. Canna just out of position, pushing up a little bit too far. Now GenG in a 4 versus 5 scenario, but there's 4 minutes left on this Drake. What are you really fighting for?
Yeah, exactly.
At this stage of the game, as Faker jumps on over, he'll find the bubble onto Clid as BDD flashes in front of the Battlestar to keep his jungler alive, and now Ruler finds Faker, who may be overextended. Fate's call, he's going to land under the Tarm Kench as Faker spends so much time in his belly, but it means the Carrier gives up his life. Scat of the week is good onto Cuz, but that is 2 picks now for GenG.
2 picks for GenG. That's the kind of mistake you can make against a comp like this, where GenG can start to snowball a game away from you if you give them too much agency.
Well, BDD gonna get snared up. Life now in position to try to defend. Clid makes his way through, and now Teddy might be out of position. Devour going to be used, but now it's on cooldown. Their Scat of the week. Canna is dead once again, and here's the re-engage. Ulti comes through Cuz. Goes golden to mitigate it. Cleared. Going to survive it. Now the showstopper comes in. He's dead actually because there's no Fate's Call to keep him alive. However, now Faker could be in trouble, and this is not the kind of fighting that T1 wants.
Turret,
Roller in trouble. Yeah, this turret is 100% the MVP as Pierce does a lot of work onto Faker, and GenG are bullied out of the way for now.
I mean, this is where it starts to get scary. Plates, for example, it's not just the CS that he was also given. His sleep does connect.
Yep, and Life is going to take a hell of a lot of damage. There's Dawning Shadow, and Fate's Call mitigates it for now, but that is so many resources. Think about if this was
If this is Infernal or Ocean, yeah, it's a different story.
I mean, if it's Ocean, it's like infinite mana, and then you just like get all of your health back if you can actually. However, I feel like T1 should be able to, in the late game, force impossible situations on just get the threat Baron, and then they're going to be able to turn and win a 4 versus 3 is okay. Now it's just body blocking. Spear going to connect. Ruler in a little bit of trouble. Does have a lot of lifesteal, so should be able to just use this wave to get himself back up. Oh no, Cuz! Going to get taken down solo. The Primal Surge was decent, but that orb will finish him off. That's the jungler dead, and now GenG might think about heading towards this Baron.
They have good vision control here too, Atlas. I mean, there's nothing for T1. They don't have the vision to actually throw these Pal Stars. They have to throw them blind. Well, they have to contest. They have to contest.
Faker will be able to get extra vision utilizing his portal jump, but 4 versus 5 is so dangerous.
No smite.
They're looking for a little bit of a flank, and it is just going to be taken by GenG. They had the Rend, they had the smite. No way that T1 could answer, and now maybe out of position as Rascal is hurting Teddy and Carrier. The two-man face breaker is beautiful, and now Carrier needs to try and get over the wall, and he spits Teddy out. He might be safe, but BDD says absolutely not. And he's going to be able to find him exactly the perfect teleport as GenG
playing the series of his life right now. He sets up the pick that goes on to Cuz at the most critical moment. It's proactive plays like this on the Syndra. We've been talking about it all playoffs. Sometimes Syndra feels like a boring pick, very sit back and poke, not as interesting as so many of the other mid laners we have. But if you're able to just take these turrets out, 30 seconds left on the Baron buff. Oh, look at
flashing on in, finds the face breaker. Faker has to flash out once again. It's going to be Rascal there driving the train forward, and Faker nowhere that he could go. Dawning Shadow isn't saving anyone as Carrier falls down as well. Teddy does have a fair bit of damage. There are lower health bars, but GenG just look inevitable right now.
They look like they want to end the game right now, Teddy.
Oh dear, Rascal just standing in front of him. Yes, that is a hell of a lot of damage, BDD. You have been so good this game. Cuz and Canna against the world. Can they actually do this? But I don't think the answer is yes. Nexus turret number 2 goes down. GenG moved to 2-0 against T1 in the playoffs.
What an unbelievable start here for GenG, and BDD makes it happen again. Decisive plays on the Orion.